Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, honor, and power unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Racha HaKadash. All right, double honors unto the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who taught me this truth. And salutations to you brothers out there stiffly pushing in all sincerity and diligence. Shalom to the rest of the 1/3 remnant of men, women, and children, as well as the speckled bird, as we await this second exodus by the hands of Yahweh Shah. All right, this is your brother Rechaga Bar. All right, and in this lesson, man, what I'm going to go into is the fact that Esau are Neanderthals. Okay, they are the Neanderthals, okay, who are essentially cave dwellers, cave beasts. All right, which brothers and sisters in this truth, man. All right, we understand that these devils are cavemen and women. All right, we understand they're cavemen and women. Okay, but the inspiration of this lesson comes from the fact that this article just came out a day ago. All right, and it goes into a Swedish geneticist, all right, and I'm not going to say his name, wins Nobel Prize for medicine for discovery that humans procreated with Neanderthals. Okay, humans procreated with Neanderthals, man. Now, understanding Yahweh Bashmi al-Shah, okay, he's not the author of confusion, okay? So he's not going to have a human, be able to procreate, create life from, something outside of a human, okay? For example, he's not going to have a human be able to procreate with a sheep, all right, or a wolf, okay? Now, as we understand, when you do the history, these Edomites, all right, they were all into laying around in bestiality, okay, sleeping with wolves and dogs and sheep and all those things, man, which I'm going to grab a couple precepts, all right? But understand, all right, as far as procreation goes, okay, whatever species the Most High created you as, man, you're not going to be able to go out and procreate and create life form with another species, okay? That would be confusion, all right? So the discovery he found, which is not really a discovery, okay, this is just, something these Edomites have tried to hide, okay, as far as their true identity, okay? But humans that procreated with Neanderthals, all right, is essentially another way of saying the other nations, all right, procreating with the Edomites, okay? Because the Edomites, all right, their nature is cave beasts, okay? Cave dwellers, man, all right? And they were living, all right, in the caves, okay? Let's show you this quick video here, all right? I saw this on one of the elders' pages, okay? This is on Twitter, man, fair use, all right? But it says how wild wolves greet each other. Now watch this, man. You see that, man? This Edomite woman, all right, aka cave woman, is sitting there making out with a dog, man. Tongue deep in her throat, making out with a wolf, a dog, a wolf, whatever. You see, these are they, man. And this is, I did that lesson, all right, not too long ago, going into the woman who was saying how the Edomite woman going into how you should have sex with dogs, okay? But you got to understand, man, do the research, look it up, all right? When you go around the time of the, during the dark ages, when these Edomites were in those caves, man, they was doing all types of foul play, all right? All types of foul play, man. They have, they have the depictions on the walls, all right? Which, let's see if I can grab that. Let's see if I can grab that. They have depictions on the walls and all types of stuff, man. These Edomites are into bestiality, okay? You see this? Having sex with sheep and dogs and deer and all types of things, man. And these are the low base people, all right, that, are people, okay? You had Israelites that was intermingling with Edomites, okay, just like they do to this day, all right, as well as you have the other heathen nations that was procreating with these Edomites, man. But these Edomites are the Neanderthals, okay? They're not a totally different species, all right, that, people like to talk about lizard people and all that shit, man. No, but they are stripped of their melanin, okay? You go into Leviticus, no, not Leviticus 13, all right, which that goes into leprosy, which is what they have, all right? They're clean lepers, all right? But when you go into when Miriam, All right. The Most High smote Miriam with leprosy. Okay. Because she had a problem with Moses having an Egyptian wife. All right. When he smote her with leprosy. Okay. It goes into how her skin was like those. All right. Whose flesh was half consumed. Okay. So these Edomites, all right, their flesh is half consumed, man. I mean, they have a layer stripped off of them, okay, which is, that melanin that they don't have, okay? And these Edomites, all right, are cave dwellers, man. All right, let's read a little bit of this article, okay? Because it says, how did the last Neanderthals live? All right, and look at this picture, man. The blonde hair, the blue eyes. All right, that's Esau all day. Okay, that's probably, pretty much how Esau looked when he came out of Rebecca's womb. Okay, give or take. All right, but these are the Edomites, man. Now, of course, through years, decades, and centuries of intermingling with other nations, all right, through genetics, they gain certain features and they may look a little different. All right, but all in all, man, these are the cave dwellers. All right. Now, when I read through this article, man, you gotta, chew the meat and spit out the bones, because they like to, Esau likes to fabricate, as far as, when they put years and dates on things, man. Talk about 10,000 or 300,000 years and all these things, which we know the earth is never that old. Okay. The earth is only about 12,000 years old, man. Okay. Nearly 12,000 years old. Okay. According to scripture. But anyways, it says, in many ways, the last surviving Neanderthals are a mystery, but 4 caves in Gibraltar have given an unprecedented insight into what their lives might have been like. Okay, so you're always going to see the caves connected with the Neanderthals. All right, and scriptures connect the caves with Esau. All right, scriptures connect the caves with Esau, man. Which, let's grab this in Job. All right, this is Job chapter 30. All right. From the top, it says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. And this is why, man. Okay, fathers, whose mothers, whose daughters, right? Because this is what they would have done. Okay, let's go back. All right, now I don't want to play, Now I don't want to play, man. All right. Give me one moment here. Yeah, that's Satan, man. Let me refresh it. All right, here we go.
When wolves greet, they will want to lick inside your mouth. This is perfectly normal for them, and this is what they do to one another on a daily basis.
See, man, ain't no other nation. All right, now, some of the other heathen might be onto this, but come on, man. Like, look at this. This is why we want to have them set with the dogs of our flock. Okay? Having sex with wolves and, man, these are the Neanderthals, man. These are the human, they're part of the human race, but they are the bottom of the totem pole. Like, this is literally the epitome of a base man. You see this picture here? Them up in them caves, all right? They didn't wash themselves, they didn't bathe themselves. They was having sex with each other, which is why when you look at Greek and Roman culture, they're big into homosexuality, orgies. Okay, that some of their gods are like half animal, half human. All right, this is Esau, man. All right, you see the pale skin, the melanin ripped from them, right? Because their flesh is half consumed. Okay, which is why they get cancer, right? Which is why they have to wear when they go out in the sun, they got to put on sunscreen, because if you have a UV light and you shine that UV light on them, it shows the cancer cells growing within their skin. All right. It shows it highlights the cancer cells that's growing through their skin because of the sun, man. Right. And then when you look at Superman is empowered by the sun. Right. And Kal-El is his name. Right. Kal-El, which that's Hebrew, that's Hebrew, man. OK, which Superman is pretty much a representation of the Israelites. OK. All right. The only nation of people down here on this earth that are, negatively affected by the sun are the Edomites, man. Okay. Even the other heathen nations, All right. The 17 other nations, they have, or 16 other nations. Okay. Because you got the Israelites, the Edomites, and 16 other nations. They have melanin. All right. Esau was stripped from melanin. Okay. Read through Leviticus chapter 13 goes into clean leper, right? Which is Esau. Okay. Their blonde hair, okay, is a recessive trait. It's a weak recessive trait, right? Their blue eyes are weak and recessive. The gray eyes, all that shit. Okay. They lack vital nutrients and things. All right. That, the Most High stripped from them, man. Okay. Because they're the curse and the Most High hates them. Okay. You see that? All right. You people don't be in my damn comment board, man. Talking about the God Most High don't hate and all these. Nobody's trying to hear that shit, man. You people don't understand the scriptures. Okay. But yeah, Job chapter 30 says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. And you just seen why. It says, let's skip down. Okay, read this whole chapter, man. Verse 5, it says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. See that? So they were driven forth from among men. All right. And it wasn't only during the dark ages. This has been their history. OK, this has been their history, man. They're driven forth from among men, which the dark ages was the main, nearly 1,000-year period that was taking place. OK, they were driven forth from among men to live in the caves. OK, truly base men, vile men and women. OK, they didn't. When you look at depiction from the Middle Ages, all right, the Dark Ages, okay, this is pretty much how they dressed when they were stuck in the the Stone Ages, whatever you want to call it. All right, you had Israelites, okay. We had clothes. We knew how to make clothes. We had advanced weaponry, okay. We took care of our hygiene, okay. We built, castles and different things like that, while these Edomites were not in power. They couldn't even speak properly, man. We had to teach them everything. Okay. And this history, all right, is out there, man. Just research it. Okay. Research it. Okay. You see, let's go back. You see that? So it says they were driven forth from among men to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Okay. Verse 7, it says, among the bushes they brayed, which is like braying is like a yelp. All right. It's like, like howling like a wolf, like an animal. Okay. A beast. All right. It says under the nettles, they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah. Children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay. Meaning they're lower than the earth, man. And that's why they do things like, tongue kissed with wolves, right? Eating raw meat. Okay. I could go on YouTube right now, type in a white person eating raw meat. It's going to have hundreds of videos, man. Okay. They do these things because that's their origin. That's their nature. Okay. It's no surprise, man. Okay. You see that? Now let's go back to this. All right. Read a little bit. Because it goes into how they primarily are from Europe. All right. Let's see. Let's read a little bit. It says, in recognition of this, Gibraltar received UNESCO World Heritage status in 2016. Of particular interest are 4 large caves. 3 of these caves have barely been explored, but one of them, Gorham's Cave, is a site of yearly excavations. They weren't just surviving. Okay. It says it was in some way Neanderthal city. Okay. He says this was the place with the highest concentration of Neanderthals anywhere in Europe. It's not known if this might amount to only dozens of people or a few families. All right. So yeah, man, and let's see if I can go up because they were mainly, all right, in Europe. Okay. Yeah, here it is. It says 40,000 years ago in Europe, we were not the only human species alive. Okay, you see that? So it's funny. It's like they're comparing them to humans, right? They're like what they call Homo Homo Neanderthals, I guess. All right, and humans are called what? Homo sapiens. So they're humans, but they're so different. Okay, so beast-like. They barely want to call them humans. You know, it says 40,000 years ago in Europe, we were not the only human species alive. There were at least three others, which, that's not scriptural. Okay. It says many of us are familiar with one of these, the Neanderthals. Distinguished by their stocky frames and heavy brows, they were remarkably like us and lived in many pockets of Europe for more than 300,000 years. And they put this is crazy far out date on it, okay, to try to give reason as to why they're not still around today, which they are. Okay, but like I said, genetics and all these things, they don't necessarily look how they used to look, right? Just like all Israelites are not still dark skinned men, women, and children, right? We all don't look exactly how we used to. Okay, but this is their origin, this is their roots, man. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, that is the point. Now, when you go back to this article, right, well, he won a Nobel Prize for discovering that humans procreated with Neanderthals, man. You're not going to be able to procreate with something outside of your species, okay? So these Edomites are the Neanderthals, man. All right, and if you can't receive that, understand that, as far as them being the cave beasts and cave dwellers, man, then you got to dig deeper, man. I don't know what else to tell you. All right, but with that, all right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it out. Okay, I want to give all praises, glory, honor, and power unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Wahar Kakadash, Shalom, Wa Abababal.